Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve LeetCode's daily challenge problem of June 12th, 2023. So in our problem statement we would be given an integer array which has been already sorted. And what we need to do? We need to divide our array in such a way that like each section of our array need to be continuous. Like for example, as here you can see like 0, 1, 2 are all continuous, right? So we need to return 0 to 2. Then again 4 and 5 are continuous, so we need to return 4 and 5. Then again comes 7, right? We need to return 7. Like here no other elements are there, so we need to return just only 7. As you can see from the problem statement itself, like if we have only a single element we need to just return its element. If we have a range of elements, then we need to give an arrow, then we need to store in our store it in our relatively vector and then return. Then let's go to the constant sections. So from the constraint section, as you can see, like our array length is less than or equal to 20, and our values may differ from like 2 to the power 31 minus 1 to 2 to the power minus 31, which is because like it could be stored easily in our integer array. So let's come to the solution part. So what we need to do? Let's take the second example for consideration. So what our array looks like we have been given 0, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 and 9. And what we need to do? We need to return the various ranges, so which should look like this. So what we are basically going to do, like we need to give store a particular window. So if our window size is equal to 1, then we will be only adding that particular value to our array, result array. If our window size is more than 1, then what we need to do? We need to return the range, like here 2 to 3. So what we could do? We could initially our window size would be 0, like it would be 1 left, and our both the pointers should be only facing towards 0, like both left and both right would be facing towards 0. Then comes our element 2. So what we could do here? Like we need to check like our previous element plus 1 is our current element or not. As you can see, it is not equal and our window size is just 1, so we need to just store 0 to the result. Then we should update our left side of our window and our right side of our window to the current element. Then our current elements becomes 3. So what we could do here? Like we need to check if our previous element, like we could make it as our previous element. This one is our previous element and this one current, and we could check like our previous element and our current element. Previous element plus 1 is our current element, so we just need to update our previous to here. Then comes 4 as our current element, and here also it matches the constant previous element plus 1 as our current element. Then we need to update just the previous element. Then comes 6. 6, what happens here? Like it is our previous element plus 1 is not equal to our current element. So what what we could do is, like we need to return the range from our left window, like our left is was currently here and our previous was currently here. So we need to return 2 to the 4, not return, what we could say is like we need to store the value 2 to the 4 and update our left window as 6 and our previous or right, what you could say, like both should be at 6. Then comes 8 as a current element and previous element was 6, and previous element plus 1 is not equal to our current element. So again we need to store 6 to our result and update our current element to 8, not current element, update our left pointer and right pointer as 8. Then comes 9. So here what we have done is, wait a minute. Yeah, so here comes the 9, 8 and 9. 8 as our left pointer and 9 as our current element. So we could see like it, and our array got over. So as our window size is more than 1, we need to add 8 to 9 as range to our array. That's it. Now come to the coding part. First I have defined our data type, like which would be vector string, and data type name as result. First we are checking like if our norm size is equal to 0 or not. If our norms array contain any element or not. If it doesn't contain any element, we just need to return it. Then first we are initializing, like as I have explained in the score, the left pointer and right pointer as our initial value, which would be here 0. Then what we are doing, we would be iterating from I, like first from this index to the our end index. So first we are checking like if I have extend like previous element plus 1 is our current element or not. If it as current element is equal to our previous element plus 1, then we would be updating our previous element. Else, like as you can see here, let's come to this scenario. 2 and 4, our previous element plus 1 is not equal to our right element. In this case what we would be doing, we would be calling this helper function. The helper function we are checking like we have only one element or not. If we have more than one element, what we are doing is like we are adding the range of elements to our result array, which would be this one, right? And if we have only one element, we just need to return that element, as you can see here as 7. So like this we would be iterating over our entire norms. And again here I am calling this helper function because we need to push back the remaining or the last elements, like here the left would be at here and right would be here, and we are not pushing anything to our norms array. So we need to push our left and right or the last window to our result array. So for that we are taking this help of our result function, then we are returning the result array. So let's run it. I have been already run it in the morning. Let's submit it. As you can see, it is the fastest code possible, which beats 100% of the solution. Thank you guys.